Hey, we're a B2B analytics database. There's usually like 9 to 12 month sales cycles, and anything that's really expensive has a huge sales cycle. So what I've seen is a lot of examples for quick or short, less expensive sales. What if it's, your average sales, 500,000, a million, 9 months, 12 month sales cycle? Any ideas or tips?
Yeah, so with you, the way, even though your sales cycle is long, the more leads you get, the more business you'll eventually get. You would agree with that, correct? Yes, perfect. So what you would actually do is you would optimize for leads, not the sale part, because the cycle is too long. And if you're in the B2B space, the best way to actually generate leads, from what we found, is you do guest posts. So like there's Inc. magazine, Forbes, Entrepreneur. What's an example of a business magazine in Vienna? Let's call it the Vienna Tribune, right? I'm going to make it up. I have no idea what you guys have here. So if I'm reading the Vienna Tribune, what you should actually do is, and this is a long growth hack, but it'll work. I've tested this out. So I would email the Vienna Tribune, an author that writes there. Because not all authors on these big sites actually work for the company. Some are actually just guest contributors. I would email them, and let's say their name is John. I would say, hey, John, great article on growing your business through analytics. I noticed you actually didn't hit on X, Y, and Z topic. You hit on A, B, and C, which is great, but have you considered modifying and talking about X, Y, and Z? Just a friendly tip, keep up the great work. I love reading your content. Don't ask for anything. You just shoot an email over like that. Next email, you send. Next time he writes another article, John, wow, what an amazing article. I learned A, B, and C from it. Keep up the great work. I'm a big fan, right? And you sign it your name. Cheers, Stan. Third email you send. Hey, John, I realized you haven't actually written on A, B, and C topic. I've looked through all your posts and I haven't found anything on it. I think it would actually be really beneficial to your fans, your followers. Just like me, right? I'm one of your fans. But I know you're busy. So if you don't have the time to write, no worries. You've already done so much for me. If you want, I can just write the article for you, right? And what you'll find is John will be like, yeah, you would really write it for me? I'm like, yeah, I'll write it for you. I'm also going to throw in a link back to my website, but I'll write it for you, right? You don't tell him the link part. Just write it for him. And what you'll find is he'll introduce you to the editor of Vienna Tribune, or whatever the paper is called. He'll get you an account. And then from there, when you write articles, because now you can publish your own, you can link from that article. Let's say you wrote an article, you're selling analytics. So you wrote your article, 10 ways analytics can help grow your business. And then what you would do at the end of the article, you would say, hey, click here to download the checklist. So you'd create an image, have a developer on Fiverr, right? I think that's an Israeli company, Fiverr, $5, it's cheap. And they can create like a PDF that has the checklist of the 10 ways that can benefit the business, and they put in a name and email to get that on your website. Now when you have the name, email, you can even ask for a phone number. Then your sales guys can follow up, email them, see if they're interested. You'll collect a lot of leads. A lot of them won't be qualified, but a portion will. You'll actually make a ton of revenue for this. And this strategy works. Just look at me. I blog on Forbes now, Entrepreneur Magazine, Inc., Fast Company, all these sites because I use this strategy. But I'll give you one little advice. Don't try to do that tactic with me. I know it works. I'm not going to fall for it.